You got me there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when I was with Kansas City and Milwaukee, you know, fans are super passionate in the Midwest about their sports and how they go about treating their players. It's more of a big deal. Well, around here, everyone's just pretty chill. Fans, like, they'll recognize me and they'll maybe just like fly past but not say anything, or just like give me a head nod, but not interrupt me during dinner with my wife for a picture, which has happened in the past. Or, you know, so it's really cool to obviously play for my hometown team, but to see the fans kind of rally behind that as well.
One of the most eye-opening things for me is when I first went to Pittsburgh and realizing, like, I thought, you know, St. Pete was kind of like a little sports town for the Rays, but Pittsburgh is like a whole different beast. It's those people live, eat, sleep, breathe fucking sports, dude. It's wild. Crazy.
I know. And getting a taste of that playing for Milwaukee and Kansas City, I loved it, right? Because win or lose, they're showing up for your game, but you know, they're so passionate too. They're gonna let you know when you're sucking it up. And I got absolutely roasted on Twitter on a weekly basis because I sucked in Kansas City. The fans, they're so passionate, they're ruthless if you don't play well. So
you didn't let that get to you?
It does.
Really?
Yes. I had to delete.
You check every little comment and everything?
I had to delete Twitter, man.
No.
Like, yeah, because it's you know, it's really cool to see when someone is, you know, you have a good game, and it's not like I'm looking for the affirmation, but I want to be on social media and I want to wind down and, you know, see what's going on. It's in my face, right? Like it's my, but anyways, and it just got so toxic every night where I wanted to just get on there and see what my other teammates were doing, and all I see is, you suck. Like I'm talking like, I hope your wife never has kids. Like just death threats. I'm gonna kill you and your firstborn, and it's sad, but this is what's going on. And I was like, I'm done with it. I don't have to see this. I don't have to. You know, I don't. What's this worth to me? And it started weighing on me a little bit, so I just deleted it.
Yeah.
But it's all good. I haven't got that kind of hate in Tampa Bay, so shout out to you fans.
Shout out Tampa Bay. Yeah. I just don't look at the comments anymore. I used to really fuck me up because when I read it, I'd get like, oh fuck, why am I doing this? Like, this is terrible. No one likes it. But then, you know, you realize people that leave the comments are the ones that are just like miserable people.
Sitting behind their screens and not having much going for them. Or the other way I look at it is they've lost so much money on the game, and
they're
bettors. So like, these people have thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on games a night. Social media has given these same people who've been doing, it's probably been generation after generation, well, in instant time, they can roast the dude who just made them lose that kind of money.
Right.
And so with me being on the other end of it, I saw a different side of people that most people don't know, but like, they're who knows what they have, their house mortgage, their house on these games. And I'm just going to catch the brunt end of it because I went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and we lost. So,
oh man, that's so funny. Yeah. I mean, it's like super important for athletes, not just baseball players, but also football players. They like, it seems like now in the last 5 years, more than ever, they've focused so much on like building their social media brand. So like when they do leave sports, or if they get injured and they can't compete anymore, that they have like you know what I mean? Like they built their brand up to where they can parlay that into, you know, other business or like a future beyond, you know, being on the field.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up, and it's something that I'm super passionate about and actually advocate for, is that transition outside of professional baseball. There's a statistic that says 80% of professional baseball players will be broke or divorced by the age of 40. Now, which is unacceptable, right? Like, and it's something I recognize as I am going through my career, whether it's how much money they're spending, what they're spending their money on, if they're not being loyal, like I recognize that, and I'm like, I can't be that statistic, right? Like I have to get ahead of this. So how am I doing it? Well, first, just like educating myself on things I may find that I will be passionate about. We talked about having a plan B earlier in this. This isn't necessarily a plan B, more so you're bettering yourself, in other areas that you have a passion for. So for instance, coaching, I see how my favorite coaches in my career, analyzing how they're going about their business. What do they do that I enjoy most? And then I grab that from them and I keep in my pocket, just in case if I have to transition into being a coach, I can be the best coach that I can be.
Right.
How about broadcasting? Something I'm passionate about as well. When someone is interviewing me, I'm analyzing, I'm seeing what not to do, like what I find annoying, or, because I'm going to put that in my pocket. And, if I have a passion for it and I can make that transition easier after my career, then I'm bettering myself.
Right.
And so, that's to your question, or to your statement about the Bucks players and athletes. I love it. And that's something I'm going to continue to do because I can't be that statistic.
Right. Well, you're definitely the most popular player on the Rays, I think. Like, you're the one that everybody talks about. Like,
I wouldn't say popular. I just care. Okay.
Yeah.
And
you're fun, man. You freaking fly around the field. You do goofy stuff. Even when you came out of the bullpen, you were pitching. Like, everyone just you can't help but smile and laugh at this guy.
Yeah. There's a time and place for everything. And what I mean by when I say I just care, I grew up being a fan of the Rays. I went to those games as an 8, 9, 10-year-old. I knew what was important to me at that time when I went to those games. Trying to get an autograph is one of those, I don't care who it is. Are one of those players going to take the time to come say hi to Brett Phillips, who is a kid? Okay. How about how they play the game? Are they hustling? Like, what's cool? Are they throwing their helmet? I don't think that's just recognizing this from an early age. Now that I am a Major League Baseball player, it would be stupid of me if I didn't remember what it was like, growing up down the road and going to a Rays game. So I take 15 minutes every game to sign, right before I go out to stretch. 15 minutes. I'm the only player who does that. It's because I care. I want the next generation to go about their business the right way. And that's just how I live my life. And that's why I can show so much joy on a baseball field, because this doesn't define who I am. I just love it, so.
That's awesome, dude. You really are. Lexi was right. You really are the most genuine, nice guy in sports.
Thank you.